Hello! Wow, this is going to be fun. We're going to call in Paul and the angels. Are you ready? Oh, hang on. Why is that not gone live? Don't know why it's not gone live. Connect to video source. Okay, it's not working on there, so it's working on the personal one. Don't know why it's not working on the other one. Are you ready, Mr. Fosses? Welcome to the guidance show, the Angels of Awakening guidance show here tonight. Paul Foss playing the harmony. Wonderful. Thank you so much. He will come back later. I have technical issues on the Daisy Foss Global page, so if you're watching this you won't hear any of it, but if you're not, then you're on my personal page, then wonderful. Is it live now?
No, I don't know.
No, okay. All right, so we will just carry on in true British fashion. It says go live, but then it says connect to a video source, and I don't know what that means, because as far as I'm concerned, I am connected. Aren't we all connected? I thought we were all connected. Right, I'm going to close that down because there's absolutely no point in having it open and looking at myself all the way through it. So I will look up here and greet you. So I do know my friend Helen is watching, because she rang me to tell me that I'd got the wrong date on the advert. So yeah, and one day I'm going to get this right. But at the moment it feels like it's a little bit Heath Robinson or a little bit Daisy Foss, a little bit scatterbrain, all over the place. And but it's fun. Hey, the angels take themselves lightly. That's why they can fly, and that's why we can do what we're doing, because it doesn't matter. Who does it matter? What does it matter if I don't get it right technically the first, second, or even third time? So if you are here, thank you very, very much. Really look forward to the rest of this show, and so we're going to call in the angels, because this is the Angels Awakening gift show that is about the angel theme, but it's also about me releasing and letting go of things that I've had in the Daisy Centre for quite some time, and I just want to release and let them go. So lots of wonderful bargains. If you saw the show last week, we had Ganesh and we had the gold mirror. This has had a lot of excitement and lots of people wanting to know about it on Vinted. So it's a really heavy mirror. It's really beautiful. It's just as beautiful on the way back, and it hangs, or you can sit it down, and it is gold with lots of sparkles. And really, I don't know what it's looking at, and it is something that I have had for a really long time. It was gifted to me, and so I would really like to pass it on. And it's wonderful to look into a mirror with angels on every day, because it's about reminding yourself that you can call in the angels. The universal spiritual law is such that they need to be invited. They can't just bulldoze into your life. They can pick you up if you've fallen over, if you are in danger. Your angel, your guides, your guardians will be there for you. But for most experiences, you do need to invite them. So having two beautiful little cherubs, angel cherubs, looking at you every single day is really rather beautiful. And looked at these online, and again, I know that this was a very good quality mirror, and you know, they are they can go for anything up to £300 to £400. I think I saw one for about £500. That was very vintage though, but this one is 200. I'm going to try something different today. I'm not going to actually tell you the prices. I'm going to suggest that you go and have a look at them either on Vinted, Daisy Foss Vinted page, where there's lots of other things as well, or on my website, that's daisyfoss.com or angelsofawakening.com. It takes you to the same place. So we're talking about what we're going to have for you today, and there'll be other things that aren't actually there. They're a preview for you tonight at this show. That, for instance, I'm here in Archangel Michael colours. I was going to wear a white dress, and this dress fell off its hanger, and that's why I have it on, because it's the colours of Archangel Michael, and he's going to be really here today for you. Because Archangel Michael is the most unbelievable archangel. He's the archangel of protection. He's the archangel of truth, and he's the archangel of courage. And here we have, this is a preview, this beautiful Archangel Michael, absolutely as naked as a jaybird, got no clothes on whatsoever, and on a plinth in a position of surrender. Absolutely beautiful, and this one was in the Daisy Centre for the whole time. Absolutely beautiful. The wings are so nice. The head is a beautiful head, and yeah, the whole thing is and it's really very heavy. So again, it needs to be, if it's going to go by post, we need to work out how much it will cost, and again, its price is going to be on the website, or offer me a price. Say how much you'd like to pay for it. Anything that you see tonight that you'd like to purchase, then send a message, a comment, put a comment against it with the product, and your DM me, email me, or phone, text, or whatever, and we will get in contact with you. So it's really, I'm trying this, I'm seeing how things unfold, and how we can go forward, because there's such a lot of different things that I would like to share with you. So, but mostly on an angelic theme. We do have other themes. I'm going to, I know this is unbelievable, but I'm ready to let go of my Amadolls. I do have an Amadoll that is for me, but I have rather a few of them. And I was looking at them today, and they are rather special. They're all handmade by the ladies that look out for Amma. They've all been blessed by Amma, and they are wonderful. If you're a healer, they really do help your clients, and I find that they help me too. This one is Amma in her white sari, which is the serenity and purity and innocence of the Divine Mother. And I've just put this little garland on as well. She comes with some little wooden beads that are mandala beads, and there's a nose diamond there as well. And the beautiful thing about these is that they have a heart underneath the dress. I'm not going to take her dress off, but underneath the heart, at the heart, there's a embroidered heart on every one of these little Amadolls. This one's even got, she's got a little bracelet too. So the Amadolls are, and I have they were blessed by Amma when they were made, and then all of these have also been blessed with prasad by Amma, but when I took them to her. So that's the everyday Divine Mother Amadoll that is incredible to help you, a child, anybody who is in grief or need of solace. This little doll is fabulous, and I just have one of all of these, and the Lakshmi doll, again, really precious little Lakshmi doll. There she is, in her wonderful, I haven't even undone the dress here, in her wonderful dress, all handmade. And Lakshmi, of course, is the goddess of abundance. She's even got her lilac flower. So if you're new to Amma Andaritamai, the Divine Mother, who is our hugging goddess, our hugging guru. She gives you a hug, and she gives you a sweet, and she gives you blessings, and she gives you anything that is yours in divine order at the time. Sometimes it's not what you expect, it's better. Sometimes it's a big lesson. I remember once the lesson from Amma, and sometimes she can bring you great abundance as well. And so these dolls, I looked on the website of the UK Amma website, which is where you can find new ones, and they didn't have a large Lakshmi handmade, so she's a little bit special. And the story that I had with the Amma experience was when we came back from a journey to Egypt. It was one that my wonderful friend Jules came with me on. She sold her motorbike to come. She had a BMW, and she sold her motorbike, came on our sacred journey to Egypt, the Angel Sacred Journey, and we had an incredible time. I know that Jules really fell in love with the camels there and all of the experiences that we had. I met Bari there as well, Bari Brown, who was my wonderful housekeeper, such an incredible friend, really, really very significant at the Daisy Centre. So if you went to the Daisy Centre, you would have met Bari as my housekeeper. She was there for nearly 3 years. And Jules, she was the lady that painted the daisies on the front and all the names for the rooms. And so coming back from that journey, from that trip, Jules and I went straight to Amma's weekend, her experience. And it was, we got there, we just were able to have darshan, and then we drove back to Glastonbury, and Paul had gone back with some of the other members of our journey, and so he got back to our house first, the Wizard Cottage next to the Daisy Centre. And when we arrived, we got back there. Paul was absolutely, completely shaken. He had arrived back with his friend, and his friend had said, "Oh, I've got a bit of a problem. Don't quite know what's happened, but your toilet's exploded." And it was one of those munching toilets, and there was stuff everywhere. I mean, talk about a poo fest. It was worse than Glastonbury Festival. The whole of the bathroom was completely covered. So, and my husband had to clear it up, because as we were driving back from seeing Amma, I had a phone call, and my mother had fallen over. She'd fallen off a chair trying to get a suitcase from the wardrobe, and she'd broken her back, so she was in the hospital in Yeovil. So that's why we had to race back. We couldn't stay very long with Amma, and why I literally dropped in to see Paul. On the way, we got to Yeovil station, to Yeovil Hospital, and she wasn't there. I couldn't believe it. They'd moved her to Wincanton without telling us. So dutifully dropped Jules off and drove from Yeovil back to Wincanton, another 35-40 minutes. By the time I got back to the hospital, the little hospice in Wincanton, my mother was in a really bad state, and they said that she was okay, she hadn't broken her back. Now, I spoke to Merlin. I have been a healer for an extremely long time, and when I looked at my mother, I knew she'd broken her back, and I asked Amma, I said, how bad is this? And she said she's broken her back. In my head, that was my intuition, my knowing. And I asked them to x-ray her again and have another look at the x-rays they'd taken earlier, and within about 10 minutes there was pandemonium, because they'd looked at the x-rays and realised they'd looked on the wrong side, and actually she had broken her back, she had fractured her spine, and she was actually not just in great pain, she was in great danger. So they took her back to Yeovil. So it was like 2 o'clock in the morning when I got back, and the boys, Paul's friend and Paul, had managed to clear up the Pooh Fest in Wizard Cottage. So that was the experience of Amma. Amma had got us to completely change all our plans, had to completely rethink and redo the plumbing in Wizard Cottage, and my mother was saved. She would have died if I hadn't gone to see her that night. So thank you, bless you, Amma. That's my Amma story. And this particular one, this is David Barber. Amma is David Barber, which is Divine Mother, and she is in her finest clothes. All of these little dolls can have new clothes. You can buy new ones on the website. And so I just loved having them, and still love having them, but I feel the need to let them go. And I have a little one. This one's not going to go. This one is Amma with wings. I was given this by, again, one of the ladies that helped me very early on in the Daisy Centre, Lisa. She had been to see Amma at Christmas, and this was New Year's Day, and she came in to see me, and she said, "Oh, I've got something for you. I didn't know it was for you, but I do now, because it's just told me." And this is the little gift that we have, and it's Amma with wings. What she didn't know when she gave me this gift was that this was our second year in the Daisy Centre, and I had to decide whether it was going to be a fully angel centre, a crystal centre, a crystal skull centre, or a vortex healing centre. Where were we going to really land? Because we had so many different things going on. And when I saw Amma with wings, I knew that Amma would be there wherever. It didn't have to be an Amma centre. It didn't have to be a vortex. It could be all of them, because Amma, the Divine Mother, divinity, is all around. And the angels was what we landed on, Amma with wings. And when I went to buy some more that next year when Amma came to town, I said to ladies who make these dolls, "Can I have at least 6 of them for my friends?" And she said, "We don't make those." So this is a little prasad, a gift from Amma to let me know that it was an angel centre with Divine Mother love all the way through it. So that one is not for sale. That one's staying there with my crystals. But this one, this is the one I probably use the most. This is my Kali doll. Look at this one. So the Kali doll. Kali is the goddess of destruction. She is the goddess who gobbles up all that negative energy, and she clears, cleanses, dissolves, destroys. She's absolutely phenomenal, and you always know Kali's around, because whoever's with you, or whatever the energy is, there's that big tongue that comes out. And I talked to you about that last week with the story of how the Ganesha came into my life, and that was a Kali initiation, and this is the Kali doll. Absolutely fabulous. Again, there weren't any on the website today, so when I put them on my website, we will reflect that in the price. They're going to be over £50 because they cost me more than that at the time. And so that's the story of the Kali and the story of the Amma dolls, and how amazing they are to you. When I broke my arm, I was sleeping with one of these. I was literally holding her as I went to sleep, and I had all the Amma cards all the way around the bed. And so I was in a circle of Amma's light, Amma's energy, and I know that that's what invited the angels in, allowed the angel light to come through. So Emma's very special. She's coming again. She hasn't been to the UK since before COVID, so we don't actually know the exact date, but she's definitely coming to Europe. She's been to America already. So if you have never experienced an Amma hug, never had darshan with Amma, then I really, really recommend it. It will open all of your chakras, it will open all of your gifts, it will activate your gifts. The energy of being around Amma is just miraculous, absolutely miraculous. And the karma, the karmic knots, the energy of the prasad, just being there, just being amongst people is the most extremely beautiful experience. And I always donate greatly. We used to buy all of Amma's incense, which I ran out of completely now, so I can't wait until the end of the year when she's likely to come again. I haven't got the date yet, but we will give that to you. So these are some of the things that we are letting go of, and I'm letting go of some of the things that I found. I thought I'd sold all these. I thought we'd completely run out. This is my book. So I wrote this book in 2006. That was the year we opened the Daisy Centre, and this is the Audible version. Literally, you can listen to all of the lessons of love, life and creation. Each one is the universal spiritual law, and they are there for you. I used to listen to them going to bed at night. And the Angels Awakening Invocation. Now, this one is absolutely wonderful, because this is like the pearl of the heart, but it invites and invokes the angels of awakening. And there are 2 or 3 tracks on here. It's all Paul's music. Paul composed all the music for my CDs. And like I said, I thought I'd sold out of them all at least 5, maybe 6 years ago. And the one that is the most precious, the most useful, is the Huna prayer. This is the Angels making heart-opening Huna prayer. And the Huna prayer really, really shifts. There's a banishing ritual here, and the banishing ritual and the forgiveness prayer and the abundance prayer, they are really effective, so effective. When I was making these, I made these just during the time I fell off the cliff in 2001, and we had them ready to sell in 2005. 2005. We opened the Daisy Centre in 2006. It was the year before. And the Huna prayer, I was working, I wasn't working because I wasn't able to. I was helping out in a shop, an antique shop around the corner from where I lived in Barnes, and we were making these in the evening time. And when I had completed the forgiveness prayers, and I was listening to it every day, to clear the space I was trying to clear the stock for this antique shop, and it worked. It all went. And the lesson, the karma payback for me was at the end of when this was completed and ready to go on sale, and the big tick that it was perfect. I received a check. I received a letter completely out of the blue, and in the letter was a check, and it was a check for £1,000. And don't forget, I hadn't been able to work because I'd broken my arm, I'd fallen off a cliff, I damaged my spine, and I had concussion. I had concussion for nearly 6 months. I had it for 3 months, and then I fell over again and had it for another 3 months. So for 6 months I was seeing double. It was quite interesting. I made all kinds of recordings, the cards, the book, all of the things I could do that I hadn't been able to do previously. And this check arrived, and it was a deposit. It was a deposit that I'd put on a flat that I wasn't able to buy, but the solicitor had forgotten to give it to me, given back the deposit. So they'd found it like 2 years after the effect, in their accounts, and so I had been sent this cheque completely out of the blue. But of course I loved it and laughed, because that was the payment for making the Huna prayer, and it was such a wonderful gift, because money was very difficult at that time, but I'd learned not to say that money's difficult, that I can't afford something. I had learnt through listening to the Hona prayer that if you keep a positive thought form, a positive speak, a positive language, then the monies will come in. So I forgive myself for not being able to afford this. I will be able to afford this soon. I choose to have everything in my life, not that I want it, I'm not desperate for it, I choose to have it. And by using that kind of language and having that kind of faith, then the abundance comes in. And of course, finding the Huna prayer, I had to find out what the Hunas were all about. Well, they're Hawaiian, and they believed in the astrology, and they believed that the universal chi, the universal light, that nothing is lost, nothing is wasted. The universe does not waste a thing. And so the Hunas and their prayers, their magic, their understanding is all about connecting with nature. So the Angels of Awakening, heart opening, all of this, and I've got 4 of these CDs. And if you think, oh goodness me, I haven't seen a CD in years, because I haven't, then we've got them on MP3. So the MP3s are on the website, so have a jolly good look. But if you do want a CD, because they are coming back, people are coming back with those, and we've got 3 of the Angels of Awakening invocation as well. So those they are from my books. All my books have gone. I've sold all the books from the beginning, since when I opened the data center in 2006. So they have all gone. But do you remember this little love label? Just literally fits on the wall, and that's going to go. And I mean, who is giving away love? Who is selling love? Who would like some love? There's a little love label, and I have a love box too. So this little metal box, again with metal hearts cut out, got a space there to put a picture of an angel, picture of Amma, picture of a loved one. It's a wonderful little christening box, or a box for your crystals. I had a pendulum that I'd completely forgotten about in it, so the pendulum's going as well. If you wanted a little pendulum, how to dowse, that was something I learned. I loved. This is, I'm not sure what stone this is, but it is a beautiful little crystal. Let's call it an amber colour. It's not amber, but it's amber colour. Absolutely beautiful. And that was inside the box. I'm going to put it back in there. So what else do we have? We've got some of the things that we've put on. It's over there, I can't reach it. When Paul comes up, I'm sure he'll let me know. These haven't seen the light of day since 2022, and look at that. This is again a wall plaque. Now these are special edition, and so if you are a collector of these, they are really lovely, and it's a rustling of memory. This wing, this fragment, fallen to earth or rising upward, fast moving as thought, floating us to that light and timeless home of the angels. They are made from a composite, and they are tiles. They're called wall tiles, and this one is the angel's wing. Absolutely beautiful. And again, they're available, but they're not on the website yet because I'm showing them to you first. Here we go. We're unwrapping this one. Oh, this one's lovely. This one is of musical notes. They look really ancient, don't they? They are fairly new. They are around 2000. We bought these from a wonderful shop in Richmond. So that's the musical note one. What's the next one? Just got 4 of them. And again, if you'd like anything I've been talking about tonight, then put it in the comments or ask me a bit more about it. And oh, this one's lovely. This is music, and again, this one is mysterious yet sublime. Music lives and breathes in the yearning of our soul. How fabulous is that? And it's got a nice stamp on the side. So I think they're taken from original tiles, Italian, if I remember correctly. That one is one of my favourites. I'm going to put that one there with the music. Let's move Amma over to all the other Ammas. There we go. Ah, here he comes. So it was the 3-pronged candle holder. Please, Paul. Oops. It's right behind you. So the 4th one of this set is this one, and this is Apollo, and this is reaching out the hands of love, God of music and medicine, poetry and prophecy. I hadn't asked you if you wanted to sell that one or not. You have to decide right now. So he said yes. So isn't that fantastic? That is the angel. Again, the set of them, 4 of them, but I will sell them separately if you'd like them. Thank you. So this is his fish candle holder. Takes a pillar candle on there like that, and that then shows through the fish scales, illuminating the fish, which is rather lovely. So with a wonderful glass eye. So that was in Paul's studio for many years. Really lovely. A one-off. They weren't mass produced. They were made in a designer shop. But this one, oh, I love this one. Do you remember this in the Daisy Centre? It used to be in the Gabriel room. And again, for your pillar candle. Oh, there isn't a hole there. There we are. Oh, gosh, I'm so glad that didn't go out. I don't know where the matches are. So here we go, a pillar candle holder. This is for sale, very light, but it is a metal, and really very useful for an altar, inside or out. So those are on the website now as we speak, and they're on Vinted. Well, this one is on Vinted, that's for sure. So what else have we got that's angel orientated? Is that how you say it? Orientated? There's the there's another one of those. That's good. These are Paul's music, the Alchemists of Sound, and Enter the Theta, and the Equinox. Oh goodness me, do you remember Equinox 2013? They kept doing different versions. I mean, the Alchemists of Sound and the Alien Shaman have come a long way now since we did these in 2013, and the Journey to the Stars. These are all for free, by the way, the Universal Journeys, but the others have a price on them, and it's on the website. I've chosen not to say prices tonight because I want to see if it makes any difference, if people are going to, if it makes a difference or not, because I gave you all the prices last week, but with Vinted, when people say they're interested, or they favourite something, you have the opportunity to make an offer. So I thought, rather than saying the prices out loud, I would put them on Vinted and I put them on my website, and then you can make an offer, or you can let me know if you would like them. So this is beautiful. This is an agate, it's completely natural on the back, and a beautiful slice of agate. Isn't that lovely? Really beautiful. Not too heavy, and that brings through Archangel Raphael, because this is the colour of Archangel Raphael. And agate is and it looks like it's got a marking there which is like wings. So not only does it look like a flame in the centre with all the colours and the striations, but there's also a marking in there that looks like an angel is there too, an archangel. It's not just any old angel, a archangel. So that is a beautiful slice of agate. And we have, now this has got a special name and I can't remember what it is, but it is a celestial, celestial, because it has the little cave in there. It's like a drusi, and it has starbursts. They look like daisies, and it is completely natural on the back. And remember, when they open these rocks, they don't know what's inside them. They have a good idea, and you can see underneath the good idea. But that is beautiful. When you look into that, and that reminds me of Merlin's cave. That's what I think of when I see that. And this is a beautiful, beautiful crystal. And there's a baby one here too. Now this one, hey, look at that. That is so cool. This is Archangel Michael's crystal cave, because it's of that blue colour, that blue, green. Archangel Michael goes through all the colours, right through to the purples, the deep purples, the ultraviolet purples as well. So 3 little crystal caves there for you, and they're great for window ledges as well as altars. Or by the side of the bed. This is a really good one for beside the bed, and so is the green one, because it sends you healing whilst you're sleeping. Absolutely lovely. So we had card readings last week, lots and lots of cards. Can't reach those either. And with every product that you purchase, I will be giving away the soul and spirit cards. We talked about those last week. This one is the mystical animals. These were given away free with soul and spirit, which was wonderful at the time, but it also makes them very, very sought after, because they were only given at that time, that month. So this one is a mystical animal. The regal lion symbolizes majesty, courage and strength, and it shows itself in your pride and love for your family. So that is the words of wisdom from the spirit, from your spiritual guide, the lion. And this one here is mantra, shows your ability to adapt to change and endure potential hardships. It symbolizes renewal and represents beautiful mystical moon energy. And so the fact that I couldn't make the Daisy Foss Global Live tonight, we'll work through that one. And of course the moon energy, we're coming up to a new moon on the 23rd on Saturday. Can't wait. The 23rd of August is again the moon just before. I'm just going to pull one more. I always do 3. I think it's important. Oh, look at this. This is a tiger. So we had the lion for Lionsgate was the first card, and then the manta ray, and now the tiger suggests a sense of strength and majesty in your appearance and presentation to others. It's the time to look your best with your glasses on or off. It really doesn't matter. And so the Lionsgate energy is well and truly completed now, but it will carry on this cycle for the next 3 years, because this Lionsgate from the 26th of July till the 12th of August was so strong. So many people really really kicked out old energies, old patterns, old habits and behaviours, and started new things. And I know I've got lots of lovely new things happening. This is one of them, the Angels Awakening Gift Show, and I hope you're enjoying it so far. Please do leave a comment, let me know how you feel and how it's coming on. I'm just going to light some sage in here. I do love lighting the sage. Since last week, I think I've gone through about 4 of these in the house because I'd forgotten how good it is. We used to sage everything every day in the Daisy Centre, and I'd forgotten the benefits of that. But since we started it last week, certainly. Would you like some more, Ganesh? There we go. And all the little angels that we were talking about last week are up there too. So lots of interest on Vinted for those. So what else do we have that we're ready to let go of? Oh, what about this? The dragon. Wow, it's Archangel Michael night tonight, remember? And Archangel Michael is all about the dragon, dragon slayer, dragon whisperer, dragon talker. And the same with Merlin. Merlin is the dragon orator, and this dragon, I've put an amethyst over his crown, and he is a white alabaster style. Again, it's a composite, it's quite heavy, beautiful curled dragon, and he's not on the website. He's going to be on there from over to the next couple of days, and with a price on him if anybody is interested. And I have this little dragon window decal, which again would be very, very cheap. If I might even give it away if you purchase something over £50. Yay! Because he is in the sunlight absolutely beautiful. And when we're reminded of the dragon, we're reminded of the energy of fire, which of course is Archangel Michael's element, the element of fire, the element of the flame of ascension, because the flame of ascension is Archangel Michael's signature. It's the element that he works through. Came through the ray of blue, sapphire blue, and the qualities of truth, of balance, of mercy, of all of the qualities of Archangel Michael, or as he likes to be called, Archangel Michael. Beautiful, beautiful Archangel. And we have here yet another, this is an incense holder. It's a little Buddha this time, and this one you can put a candle on it as well, or a incense stick through the center. I like this because it is, you can use it for lots of different things. I also put crystals on here, so Buddha has a crystal to really enhance and activate. This is a little rose quartz in the shape of a heart. Absolutely beautiful little chunk of rose quartz. I think every home should have one. Rose quartz opens the heart, which of course is Archangel Michael's mission too, is to open hearts, to really bring in that strength. He cuts the cords of fear, cuts the cords of attachment, the bonds, any curses, any vows, all disappear through working with Archangel Michael and being connected to your spiritual side too. Don't forget that the Huna prayer, this one, will also cut all those fears. Lots of people are talking to me at the moment about psychic attack and hooks and implants, and if you don't know anything about those, they are projections that people can send to you. If somebody says something nasty about you, then that's a energetic arrow, a dart, a dagger, a sword, a spear, and they can pierce your auric field. They can harm you energetically, physically, emotionally, and Archangel Michael and the Huna prayer is really good at dissolving those hooks, those implants. Implants are, again, when a belief system has been has been absorbed and it's not really yours. It's a manipulation, and it's happening a lot with the AI and with television and radio, especially when there's 3 words. So just be aware when it's in words of 3, they keep repeating it and they keep saying it. Just step back and ask the angels, especially Archangel Michael or Kali. Kali's great at clearing implants. Absolutely, put her over your heart and ask her just to dissolve and resolve anything that's less than love, that's not for your highest good. And of course, that's what the sage does too. It's amazing. And with the sage, you can just put it over your body and round. I used to stand at the doorway when we were doing our group meetings, and literally as everybody walked in, I would start at the crown and I would sage the whole body, or those that had been there for a while, been before, they'd walk in and they'd walk in spiraling, literally turning to clear their whole auric field up and down their chakras to dissolve and resolve, because that's what sage does too. And if you do that whilst you are invoking Archangel Michael, you get a double bubble. And of course you call him by his name, Adonai, 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 and you call him that way. And you can use the light language, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth. And that clears and cleanses anything that is blocked or that you're holding on to, or that you really need to give yourself permission to let it go. So we talked a lot about Archangel Michael, and I've got a signet here. This is a money box, a signet money box, which we used to have on the shop table. So this used to collect the donations, and absolutely beautiful little present there, because Cygnus is the symbol of the 13th horoscope. I say it like that, horoscope, because sometimes they can be a little confusing. Sometimes they can be really, really good. The ones I believe in are the Mayan scopes, the Mayan signs, because the Mayan calendar works through the cosmos. The star signs are exactly that. They're working through the sun and star signs of our planet, but the Mayan ones are working with the whole universe. Absolutely amazing. What's my Mayan sign? Oh, I remember. It is a blue solar monkey. So again, wearing exactly the right colour tonight, and a blue solar monkey. The signature activation is that I transform sunshine into laughter, and that's my mission, transforming sunshine into laughter. And I have to say, if I'm in the sunshine, I am so much happier, and I laugh continually all the time, and it's not until you stop laughing and stop being in the sunshine that you realise it's a bit like banging your head against a window or a wall or a door, that wow, I really enjoyed being in that heat, in that sunshine. And so the sign that goes with the blue solar monkey is very demure, very innocent, and then moo. So from that demurity to the blue solar monkey. Every Mayan sign has a signature, and if you'd like to know more about it, please do DM me, call me, and we can go through it. Because if you do know what your sign is, it's more more personal than your sun sign. For those who are going, what's her sign? What's her sign? I'm an Aquarian. I'm an Aquarian with my feet firmly planted in the air. Absolutely as generous as can be, as aloof when she wants to be, usually through shyness. I know that sounds weird, but it's kind of like, whoa, I'm not sure, because the sensitivity, Aquarians are always so sensitive, generous, and also can be very shy. They can also be really gregarious and loud, and always fun to be around. So yeah, I am a Aquarian with a Pisces rising, and if you want to know more about that, let me know and I'll get in contact with you. So what else have we got in my little magic boxes? We've got another money box. It's over here. Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. I remember. Let's get to the money box. Now, we had this last week. Or did we? No, we didn't. We had this at the car boots. That's right. This is a wonderful bisque. This is a china, and the toy box with the money box, the sound of the lullaby. So this was again. Is it a money box? Oh no, it isn't a money box. Ah, sorry about that. It is just a rocking musical horse. So we're certainly working through all the animals tonight, aren't we? And we've got over here, this is a beautiful angel. This one now. This is Archangel Michael in the shape of a heart. This also is a preview for this evening, not on the website yet or on Vinted. And isn't it beautiful? Let me see what it says here. I'm not sure if it's Murano glass. It was from my mum. It's made in China, so no, Murano's made in Italy. It's always a giveaway, isn't it, when there's a label? It's important to have labels. So you have the angels holding hands. There are two hands there. And it's the blue for Archangel Michael and the amber here for yellow for Archangel Jophiel. So you've got Michael for the head and the heart, and Jophiel of wisdom. So both of them on a window ledge that looks amazing because the light just shines through it. Absolutely beautiful, and it's again quite heavy. So if you'd like this or anything that I've been talking about, then put it in the comments and contact me and offer a price, and I will say yes or no. And it's a bit like being at a car boot sale, isn't it? Nobody knows how much anything is at a car boot sale, and then even when you tell the customers, they will tell you how much they're going to buy it for. So this is a more refined, we're more of an antique market than a car boot. The Angels Gifts and Guidance Show, because that's what we're doing. We're giving you gifts and we're giving you guidance. Well, let's put that down here as well. So the next things we have are the incense holders too. Now the thing about this colour, this is the aquamarine, and the aquamarine is the highest vibration of Archangel Michael, because the aquamarine is the opposite of purple. So it's the negative, or the other spectrum, the other end of the spectrum to purple. And the aquamarine, those of you who know the healing crystals that I use all the time, that's Merli, that's Gaius, this is the aquamarine here, Gaius and Marina. This aquamarine colour is very much the planetary colour of our time, because the higher vibrational energy of this is such that it's reminding us of the Lemurian culture, the culture before the time of Atlantis, which is when most of our keys and codes were, DNA was manipulated. So during the time of Lemuria, we were very much more as a unity, as a oneness, one love, one heart, one being. And so these incense holders are really shining, giving your brain the aquamarine colour, and again, they're really good to have crystals on them, or jewellery. I put my earrings on these because they're just the right size, there we go, to put jewellery on, and there's two incense holders. Again, very reasonable. They will be too if you would like to purchase those. Just let me know. And if you want to know anything about Archangel Michael, again, just let me know and we will talk about it next time I see you. He really is the ambassador of our time. He is the most prolific archangel on the planet at the moment. He doesn't work by himself. He has his whole army of archangels, and the other archangels are also his support system. We've talked about the support that Raphael brings. Raphael is the healer archangel and the element of air. So when you combine the essences, the healing essences of the incense with the colour, you're combining Michael and Raphael together, because Michael is fire and Raphael is air. And of course, when you are using the sage, again, you're bringing the elements of fire and air together, because the sage always works so much better when you direct it with the breath. And I blow that right into the corners of the rooms, and that fire of Michael with the breath of Raphael. And Raphael also works really closely with Shamuel and Gabriel and Uriel, all of the angels working together. So Raphael is of the east, and he is emerald green, and he is of the air, as I've mentioned. Michael of the south, he is of the flames, the fire, and Gabriel is of the water, he's of the west. So any white energy is of the west, Archangel Gabriel. I think this one's more Michael than Gabriel. And the energy of Uriel is of the north, and that's the energy of crystal. So again, the crystal colour and the stones, they are the energy of Archangel Uriel. Shamuel is of the heart, the pink rose quartz, and Jophiel is yellow, and he is of the mind. And then we have Zadkiel, who is of the purple. Now, Paul's just come into the room, which means we've got at least 2 minutes left for me to say thank you so much for you watching me this evening, for coming here and listening, really. Do let me know if you've enjoyed it. Let me know if you think I can do some improvements. Maybe not end up with so many products. Maybe I should concentrate on just one or two. Would you like more information about and stories about how we got these products and where they came from and why we're letting them go? So yeah, let me know how you're going. This is all new to me, and although I had been doing this a long time, this is a new concept, a new process. So if you'd like any of the products, make a comment, go to my website, purchase them, go to Vinted. Vinted pays the postage, so that's even better, and I can always make an offer to you on any of those. So daisyfoss.com, angelsofawakening.com, and of course here on Facebook, personal or Facebook global, and we'll see how we get on next week. I'm only doing 4 of these shows at the moment to see if it works. So this is our second. So do let me know, because we'll do different products next week. There will be crystals, more crystals. Okay, from my heart to yours, big angelic hugs. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Daisy Foss, and it was Paul Foss who was playing the harmony at the beginning, and we'll see you again next week. Thank you. Bye.